Hey everybody, welcome back to Jeff Bull Central. I got to get something off my chest here. Something's kind of been bothering me. Okay, now I want you to listen. Okay, I want you to listen for the next 5 minutes. Just listen. Put the pudding down. Put the pudding down, Trevor. Trevor, put the pudding down and listen. Okay. So this whole console business, this whole my console versus your console, my PlayStation is superior to your Xbox, my Xbox is amazing, your PlayStation is trash. It's nonsense. It's nonsense. It always has been nonsense. Ever since the advent of business, it's been this stuff. Ever since the advent of the console wars, it's been this stuff. I recently watched that console wars documentary that CBS made. It's a pretty good documentary. I was a kid back in the 90s. I was a Genesis kid, and I loathed Nintendo kids because I was absolutely certain of their inferiority as human beings because they dared not play the Sega Genesis, the greatest console of all time. You see how stupid that sounds? Well, I didn't see that back then. But really, look, uh, PlayStation won this generation hands down. Xbox lost hands down. And why is that? Well, initially the Xbox Microsoft gave us a bad look at it, and initially Sony gave us a great look at PlayStation. So more PlayStations were bought than Xboxes, but guess what? I bought both. Now I've had to replace the Xbox a couple times, which is a little lame to me. I haven't really appreciated that so much. My launch PlayStation 4 still holds up perfectly. It runs like a dream. But because Microsoft lost all this shit, and the thing that Sony fans don't understand is they dumped a ton of freebies and premium content on Microsoft fan laps because they were losing. Because they were losing money, because they were losing sales, right? And it's no secret, like in the previous generation, the tables were turned. Microsoft didn't do shit for its fans. And PlayStation worked their butts off trying to make everybody want the PS3, right? You remember that. You must. So while PS4 fans have been on their high horse about their winning console, they haven't really gotten anything like cool. Other than great games, don't get me wrong, the games are great, the games are great. But Microsoft has been dumping all these freebies on us. So what does it really amount to? Well, as the Console Wars documentary will tell you, these people will lie through their teeth. They will say anything they have to say. They told us in the 90s that something called blast processing was in the Sega Genesis. There's no such thing, there never was. And gleefully, as they recount their history of lying to millions of children, they smile about it because they made their money and we bought their consoles and we had fun. But look, they're pieces of plastic. They're boxes of plastic, expensive ones, wonderful ones. They let us have all our fun and enjoyment. We get to play games and travel and visit places we've never seen before and slay monsters and be badasses, but they're pieces of plastic, almost identical in architecture and basic nature and what they do. Just buy one. Don't worry about which one you get. I mean, you get a PlayStation, yeah, you're going to get better exclusives for the short term, maybe because the Bethesda sales may be throwing that off. Definitely, you're going to get a better launch lineup. But look, if you buy a Xbox Series X, guess what? You get a ton of free games. You get Game Pass. You get a ton of shit that you PlayStation nuts don't know nothing about, and you haven't even looked into it. So here's what I would say. If you're a PlayStation fan, check out the Series X. Get out of your comfort zone. If you're an Xbox fan, check out the PS5. Get out of that comfort zone. Just buy one and play games. And when you're done playing games, go outside and get some sun. And avoid the people, well, yeah, I was going to say meet someone nice, have lots of babies, positive things. With COVID, who can say? That's all I gotta say, man. Just buy one. Just buy one. That's it. The Nerd Rant. Jeff Full Central. Comment below if you feel like it. I don't know. One last thing, everybody. Do me a favor, check out Love Madness Demon on Amazon. This is my latest book. It's a novel. Yeah, like a story time. This is the worst ad ever. It's about the demonic and the angelic and romance and death and betrayal and past lives and all that stuff and hell fighting heaven and all sorts of cool stuff. You'll love it. Oh, it's available on Amazon. Go buy it because if you don't, I won't feel validated as an artist, and nobody wants to be an invalidated artist!